The entertainment world was left shattered by the sudden death of beloved actor Yu Menglong, and the grief reached its peak at his funeral, where co-stars Soo Kai and Tan Songyun's emotional breakdown became the most poignant moment of the ceremony. The scene was not just a farewell to a colleague, but a raw testament to how deeply Yu had touched the lives of those around him. A funeral filled with silence and sorrow. Held in a solemn atmosphere draped in white chrysanthemums and black veils, Yu Menglong's funeral became a gathering of stars, industry veterans, friends, and fans who came together to pay their respects. Cameras were respectfully distanced, but the weight of sorrow could not be hidden. When Soo Kai and Tan Songyun arrived, the mood shifted. Both actors had worked closely with Yu Menglong, sharing countless screen moments, laughter, and memories behind the scenes. Fans knew they were close, but few could have imagined just how deeply the loss would affect them. Soo Kai's silent breakdown. Soo Kai, usually known for his confident smile and warm charisma, struggled to keep his composure. Dressed in a simple black suit, he stood in front of Yu Menglong's framed portrait, his eyes filled with tears. Witnesses described how he clutched his chest as though the weight of grief was unbearable. At one point, he wiped his tears only for them to return stronger, breaking the hearts of those who watched him. Insiders revealed that Soo Kai and Yu Menglong had built a brotherly bond off-camera, often sharing late-night meals and conversations about life, career, and dreams. The loss, therefore, was not just of a colleague, but of a brother in heart. Tan Songyun's public display of grief. If Soo Kai's sorrow was silent, Tan Songyun's was impossible to hide. The actress, who had worked alongside Yu in several projects and shared a close friendship with him, openly wept during the memorial service. At one point, she leaned on Soo Kai's shoulder, trembling with emotion as she whispered Yu's name. Fans who witnessed the scene were moved to tears themselves, flooding social media with words of comfort and solidarity. Hashtags like #StayStrongTanSongyun and #SooKaiForYuMenglong began trending within hours, showing just how deeply the loss resonated with both the industry and the public. A moment that united everyone. The sight of Soo Kai and Tan Songyun shedding tears together became symbolic of the collective grief felt across the entertainment industry. Their breakdown was not one of weakness, but of love, a reminder that even stars are human, vulnerable, and deeply connected to the people they work with. Fans' emotional reactions. Across Weibo, Twitter, and fan forums, videos and pictures of the two stars crying went viral. Fans expressed admiration for their raw display of emotion, saying it showed the true depth of their relationship with Yu Menglong. One fan wrote, "Seeing Soo Kai cry like that broke me. He always looks so strong, but this shows how much Yu Menglong meant to him." Another added, "Tan Songyun's tears were my tears. Their pain is our pain. Yu Menglong will live forever in our hearts." A legacy that lives on. Though Yu Menglong's life was cut short, his impact remains undeniable. Colleagues like Soo Kai and Tan Songyun, who mourned him so openly, are living proof that he was not just an actor but a friend, a confidant, and a soul who left unforgettable memories behind. As the funeral concluded with quiet prayers and final goodbyes, Soo Kai and Tan Songyun's tears became etched in the minds of fans as a lasting reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring bonds that connect people, both on and off the screen. Yu Menglong may be gone, but through the love, tears, and memories of those he touched, his star will continue to shine. Soo Kai and Tan Songyun's heart-wrenching tributes to Yu Menglong. You will always be with us. After the devastating scene of Soo Kai and Tan Songyun's tearful breakdown during Yu Menglong's funeral, the ceremony reached its most powerful moment, the heartfelt tributes delivered by the two stars. Their words, choked with emotion, were not just farewells but love letters to a friend whose presence will forever linger in their hearts. Soo Kai's emotional tribute. When Soo Kai stepped up to the podium, silence filled the hall. His usually steady voice trembled as he faced Yu Menglong's portrait. "Brother Yu," Soo Kai began, his eyes glistening. "You are more than a co-star to me. You were my guide, my friend, my family in this industry. You taught me patience when I was restless, laughter when I was serious, and kindness when the world felt cruel. He paused, unable to hold back his tears. The audience could hear the weight of grief in every syllable. Su Kai clenched his fists before continuing. You once told me that happiness isn't about fame, but about the people who stand with you in your quiet moments. I didn't understand it then. But now, standing here without you, I realize you were right. You were happiness itself for so many of us. As he stepped down, applause broke out, not the celebratory kind, but a soft, respectful acknowledgement of the raw honesty in his words. Tan Songyun's poignant farewell. Next came Tan Songyun. Her delicate frame shook as she held the microphone, tears streaming freely down her face. For a moment, she could not speak. Su Kai, still trembling himself, gently placed a hand on her shoulder, grounding her. Finally, she found her voice. Menglong'S, she said softly, you were the brother I never had. You looked after me on set, teased me when I was nervous, and reminded me that I was enough when I doubted myself. I don't know how to imagine a world without you in it. Her voice broke, but she pressed on. You always told us to smile, no matter how heavy the day was. So today, even with this pain in my heart, I will try to smile for you, because that's what you would want. But, Menglong, it's so hard. It's so very hard. The hall filled with sobs as she bowed deeply, her tears soaking the black silk cloth she held. The audience moved beyond words. Witnesses said the atmosphere inside the hall was indescribable. Fans, family members, and celebrities alike cried openly as Su Kai and Tan Songyun delivered their tributes. The sight of two of Menglong's closest friends pouring their hearts out added to the heaviness of the moment, but also reminded everyone of the deep love he had inspired. A final bow together. As the service drew to a close, Su Kai and Tan Songyun stood side by side, holding white lilies. Together, they walked up to Menglong's casket and bowed deeply 3 times, an act of ultimate respect in Chinese tradition. Su Kai whispered something no one else could hear, while Tan Songyun pressed her hand against the coffin as if to hold on just a moment longer. Their tears fell silently, mingling with the petals that covered the surface. A legacy etched in their hearts. Though the funeral ended, the image of Su Kai and Tan Songyun's tears and tributes will remain in fans' memories forever. It wasn't just a farewell. It was a promise that Menglong's spirit would continue to live on through their art, their friendships, and their hearts. The audience moved beyond words. Witnesses said the atmosphere inside the hall was indescribable. Fans, family members, and celebrities alike cried openly as Su Kai and Tan Songyun delivered their tributes. The sight of two of Menglong's closest friends pouring their hearts out added to the heaviness of the moment, but also reminded everyone of the deep love he had inspired. A final bow together. As the service drew to a close, Su Kai and Tan Songyun stood side by side, holding white lilies. Together, they walked up to Menglong's casket and bowed deeply 3 times, an act of ultimate respect in Chinese tradition. Su Kai whispered something no one else could hear, while Tan Songyun pressed her hand against the coffin as if to hold on just a moment longer. Their tears fell silently, mingling with the petals that covered the surface. A legacy etched in their hearts. Though the funeral ended, the image of Su Kai and Tan Songyun's tears and tributes will remain in fans' memories forever. It wasn't just a farewell. It was a promise that Menglong's spirit would continue to live on through their art, their friendships, and their hearts. In that hall, grief and love became one. And for Su Kai and Tan Songyun. In that hall, grief and love became one. And for Su Kai and Tan Songyun, it was clear, Menglong will never truly be gone. Su Kai and Tan Songyun's tearful tributes to Menglong go viral worldwide. Fans unite in grief. The entertainment world has not stopped talking since the funeral of Menglong, where Su Kai and Tan Songyun's emotional breakdowns and heartfelt tributes became the most unforgettable moments. What began as a private farewell has turned into a global wave of grief, with millions of fans and media outlets rallying around the two stars. Social media flooded with emotion. Within hours of the funeral, clips of Suu Kyi wiping away his tears and Tan Songyun's trembling voice as she delivered her farewell speech flooded social platforms across Asia, then quickly spread worldwide. On Weibo, hashtags such as hashtag Suu Kyi tears, hashtag Tan Songyun farewell, and hashtag remembering Menglong dominated the trending chart. Meanwhile, Twitter and Instagram were filled with reposts, translations, and fan edits capturing the heartbreaking moments. A fan wrote, "Watching Suu Kyi cry like that, I felt the pain in his heart. This wasn't acting. This was love and loss in its rawest form." Another added, "Tan Songyun's tribute broke me completely. The way she whispered his name, it felt like we were losing a family member too." Media headlines around the world. Major news outlets in China, South Korea, and beyond quickly picked up the story. Headlines read, "Suu Kyi and Tan Songyun's tears at Menglong's funeral melt millions of hearts. A farewell that the world will never forget. Stars cry, fans cry, the collective grief for Menglong." Entertainment journalists emphasize that their tributes revealed the genuine, behind-the-scenes friendships that often go unseen in the glittering world of stardom. Fans gather for vigils. As their tributes spread online, fans across cities in China, South Korea, and even overseas organized candlelight vigils in Menglong's honor. Many held placards with Suu Kyi's words, "You are happiness itself for so many of us." Others echoed Tan Songyun's promise, "We will try to smile for you." Some fans lit candles outside drama studios where he had filmed, while others created online memorial spaces filled with messages, artwork, and video compilations celebrating his career. A global moment of unity. What stood out most was how Menglong's death and Suu Kyi and Tan Songyun's raw emotion united fans across cultures and languages. Korean, Japanese, English, and Arabic translations of their speeches spread like wildfire, proving that grief and love are universal. Even international celebrities paid tribute, sharing clips of Menglong's performances and expressing solidarity with Suu Kyi and Tan Songyun. Suu Kyi and Tan Songyun thank fans. A day after the funeral, both stars quietly took to social media. Suu Kyi posted a single line, "Thank you for crying with us. Brother you are loved everywhere." Tan Songyun, still visibly shaken, shared a black and white photo of a white lily with the caption, "Your smile lives on through us." Their posts only deepened the global connection, with millions responding with hearts, tears, and messages of comfort. More than just a farewell, the tears of Suu Kyi and Tan Songyun have now become part of Menglong's legacy, proof that behind the fame, these stars are bound by real love, loyalty, and unbreakable friendship. For fans, it was not just about mourning an actor, but about celebrating the human bonds that make life meaningful. In grief, the world found unity. In tears, Suu Kyi and Tan Songyun gave voice to what millions were feeling. And in memory, Menglong lives on, forever immortalized by love.